take us through how the agency started and what that looked like compared to the things we've talked about so far.
Yeah, so the agency started because I had the inflection point in my life, and I realized, at that point, I was like 26, I want to say. And at that point, I had made enough money where I was just like, I no longer want to just do shit to make money. Like, I feel like I'm beyond that point, right? I had enough of a base where, like, I want to do stuff that I can think about getting me excited for the next decade, hopefully.
Yeah.
And just, creating various products that I just didn't really care for or didn't have didn't resonate with kind of like my values or my interests or my passions at all. Over time, after doing it for a few years, you kind of lose that excitement. So I wanted to, the idea behind the agency was I thought that, I really enjoy working with entrepreneurs. I really enjoy seeing various industries and businesses and being able to utilize my skill sets and knowledge to help those businesses scale the same way I did. I also really wanted to build a larger organization. So that was the other thing that interested me. And I thought that if we had an organization, if we get to the point where we're big enough, we could create a sector of our business where we can incubate companies or
cool.
consumer brands again. And so that was the inspiration behind it. And it definitely worked out really well. At one point we had 100 employees full time. And we had, numerous businesses that have crazy success stories that either got acquired or have raised tons of money and everything in between. So, and seeing, our own team's careers blossom as well. So it's definitely been fulfilling along the way, but agencies are a hard business, man.
Yeah, it's tough. How long did it take to go from starting the agency to 100 employees?
2 years.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy 2 years, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I mentioned before how, like, when I have businesses, I get aggressive in terms of, like, scaling it up when I see opportunity. So during COVID, that definitely happened.
Got it.
Right? Because the first year of COVID was, like, the biggest gold mine opportunity for e-com brands I've ever seen.
Stimmy checks.
The stimmy. It was.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll
insane.
ever happen again. It was nuts.
It's going to be hard for me to imagine that happening again. I mean, you see even in the consumer spending reports, it's, not just for me and my clients, but for just consumers in general. People are spending a lot of freaking money.
Yeah.
And online too, right? So it was like perfect storm. And there was a ton of demand. Yeah, it was literally like the gold rush. Like brands were just making tons of money.
And when they're not buying something, they're on social media. They're just on their couch, just scrolling.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
this team, 100 people, it was all remote. I'd imagine if it was built during COVID, or did you have offices?
Prior to COVID, we were office only.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And my whole career was really office only. And it was annoying because during COVID, in August, so COVID started in February, and that August, we had signed a big lease for like $10,000 a month, beautiful office right on the Hudson River in New Jersey. Renovated it, office was beautiful, and we were expecting people to come back, and it just like never happened. So,
especially in New York.
Yeah, so
or New Jersey.
That was unfortunate and sad. And then when I moved to Miami, and my brother moved to Miami. My brother was my co-founder, and we got another beautiful office, $15,000 a month. We had like 20 employees move down to Miami, and no one, not to say no one, but like an overwhelming majority barely came in. So the office was just empty essentially every day. So it was kind of sad that I missed out on that like experience when you have a large organization and everyone's in the office and like seeing what that camaraderie and seeing what that's like. But is what it is.
Yeah. That's so cool, though. You partnered with your brother, and people always talk about, like, there's two specific roles in a business. There's, like, the visionary and then the integrator, and I think I saw on the website he was, like, the COO.
Yeah.
So what was that like, the dynamic between you and your brother working together?
Yeah, I would say I definitely was doing a lot more and working on, like, positioning of the company, marketing, and sales. He definitely had his hand played in some of that as well. and he was helping a lot more on the HR front, finance, operations, but he's a really strong marketer as well. So he was definitely helping out with marketing as well. We were both kind of tackling that. I mean, he was involved in sales at times as well. He was we were both kind of splitting partnerships. So there was a lot of overlap in terms of stuff we were doing. But working with family can either be the best thing or worst thing in the world. And I think same thing with friends.
Yeah.
There's like no in between.
Yeah.
So that's been my experience working with him, and we had tons of success together working together. It wasn't just on the agency. Before that, even throughout my career, we were working together in various projects and whatnot. So yeah,
that's fire. Yeah, it'd be cool to run up a business with like your brother. It ended up being successful, right? You guys had an exit.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys looking to do something again together or what?
We'll see. You know, he's still at the agency full time.
Okay.
I'm not. We also still have a gut health brand called Chlora that we're partners on with another guy who's our CEO. So we definitely have that. But yeah, you know, it was definitely a great experience for us both, and I'm sure we'll both want to. We're both young, and so we'll see where the future goes.
I'm curious to hear about exiting your agency. So was that like you woke up and you're like, I want to move on, I'm going to look for an exit, or you got approached with an offer you couldn't resist, or what did that look like?
Yeah, we were definitely open to it because it kind of for us got to the point where it became really hard. So for agencies, you see, like there's certain ways to grow. Also for many brands, right? You can open up new divisions. For us, we're digital marketing, performance marketing. So we started at Facebook and Google. We ended up opening up retention marketing, email, SMS. Ended up opening a creative studio. But each division of business is really its own business entirely. And when you're kind of like a small to medium-sized business or agency like we were, it's very hard because as a CEO, COO, leadership, whatever, you have to now manage and operate whole new different lines of business.
Yep.
So it got to the point where like, do we keep trying to open up more lines of business even though we know there's opportunity, try to just double down on what we're strongest at? And ultimately why the biggest reasons why we partnered with the company that acquired us was they number one, their backgrounds. The CEO had exited 2 agencies each for multiple hundreds of millions each.
Wow,
so we thought that, and he brought his whole leadership team back to do this kind of roll-up strategy. So we thought that without us having to open up this whole new lines of business itself, we can partner with someone who's just buying these companies and hopefully learn from them and be able to get the upside from that. And working with someone who's obviously exceptional at that. And de-risking that at the same time. So yeah, it was a really great partner. Hopefully we'll see the same success that he's had in the past.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.